Yes, it was quite a delight to have heard from the head of state. I think he's doing quite a good progress. One must admit there. Well, I can see the preliminary stages of industrialization actually taking shape, which of course is a very good thing. Congratulations, Mr. President. But I would have loved to hear much more than what I heard. Information and communication has been weaponized, and nothing was being said about that. The press is still not that free enough to express themselves as they wish to. Mr. President, I was expecting, I didn't hear what you have to say and what progress has been done so far to enable the press be quite objective and not just being subjective as it has been in so long a time. Next to is the point that we're glad that electricity and energy supply is becoming more accommodative in the sense that we're not having so much cuts like at the previous times, which congratulations, Mr. President. But of course, but like I was saying, I will say it the way I have to say it because I've not been bought by Anglophones to say it. Neither am I standing for Anglophones. I'm just being objective in the way I look at things. For many years, when we were growing back at school, we were being taught that Mention 4 could, carry the whole of West Africa. Lompanga and the rest that are coming up now. How strong and efficient are those that are being created along this side? Could generate so much energy and so much power and so much employment and so much sufficiency within the territory and beyond the territory. So why will we invest money in a specific region because we're avoiding another region? It doesn't make sense for me why there are other dams that could be much more of a great exploitation than others. And that's why I keep saying that the Anglophones that are in the government are probably not doing a very good job. I must admit, I should say it. They're not doing a very good job. Some of them probably they're looking at their position, they're looking at what they're gaining and all of that. But the reality is that I was also expecting to hear federation. Federation, just to say the least. Federation, just to say the least. That's why the Anglophones have been glamoring and in search of federation. Because with federation, we will not talk about marginalization. We will not talk about being forgotten in one point or the other. We will talk about, or let me say that, because I'm much more of a francophone than anglophone. I have grown 70% of my growth has been in Yaoundé than elsewhere. So I'm much of a francophone than anglophone. But I want to talk in relation to what I see. So to get this thing being resolved in a better way, I was expecting to hear federation, just to say the least, so that their too in their regions can be of a good sense. There is no substitute to federation. Decentralization can do. If we were to conduct a plebiscite in those two regions to check whether decentralization or federation, it's not a matter of semantics. It's a matter of policy and development. And we could expand on that next time. We will have a better time to carry on. You will see that there's a lot more than just semantics. So, federation, just to say the least. Inflation, I think that there is a need for tax break, okay, when it comes to seafood and cereal, while allowing the industrialization that is taking place should take place for a long short-term development. There is a need for a tax break that should come from the legislation, and that of course should be pressed on so that the Cameroonians don't feel left out and just looking at the long plans while some in the immediate plans are almost dying because of inflation and because of lack of basic commodities per se. I was also expecting to hear about amnesty and clemency in those who are incarcerated. And we need money. Money is stock. Billions are stock that we embezzled, and the people are in prison. Why not strike a deal so that they leave the prison and then also leave free our money? Cameroonians are dying. They need sustenance. They need help. Mr. President, I didn't hear any of that. Come on. So the long stay in prison and the long stay, the money too is incarcerated and no return to the funds, of course. Please do something. I think I do understand. In the past, they were so much on your neck to the fact that you couldn't crack down on embezzlement and the rest. But now we need a balance.